Let me tell you the story of a man renowned for his wisdom, a master of many arts, a man who endured trials that tested the very limits of human strength. After leading the Greeks to victory and bringing the mighty walls of Troy to their knees, he watched the great city crumble before his might. Yet, despite this victory, his journey had only just begun. For years, he wandered from one land to another, observing the ways of the people, studying their customs, and learning their lives. Yet, despite all his knowledge and accomplishments, the sea proved relentless. Time and again, he battled fierce storms and faced perilous challenges. Still, he yearned for his homeland, hoping to return to Ithaca and reunite with his beloved wife and kingdom. But when at last he reached the shores of his homeland, fate had other plans. His companions, in their reckless folly, slaughtered the sacred cattle of Helios, the sun god. For this sacrilege, Helios cursed them, ensuring they would never set foot on Ithaca again. O Muse, I call upon you to let a fragment of his tale escape the clutches of time, so we may hear of his suffering, his triumphs, and his enduring will. The Greeks, after 10 years of war and further years spent struggling on the seas, finally returned home. All but one Odysseus, the last of the victorious warriors, he remained stranded far from his homeland. He mourned the loss of his kingdom and his queen, trapped on the island of Calypso, a nymph who, though in love with him, could not undo his deep longing to return. But fate was inexorable, and the gods decided that his suffering would come to an end. His journey home resumed, but it was not without further hardships. While the gods began to relent, Poseidon, still enraged over the blinding of his son, Polyphemus, continued to thwart Odysseus's return. Meanwhile, far away in the land of the Ethiopians, he enjoyed a feast untouched by the troubles of the mortals. On Mount Olympus, Zeus convened the gods. His mind was heavy with the fate of Aegisthus, who had met a grisly end at the hands of Orestes. Aegisthus's soul now wandered in the underworld, a cursed spirit. As the gods gathered, Zeus addressed them, his voice tinged with frustration.